And it begins. Shit. What? So what's shit? It's Paulie.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Showstopper Man, back to bring you another video. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, your boy Show is back, man. Your boy Show is back. Huh? Your boy Show is back, baby. I'm sorry for everybody. I'm sorry for the high haters. But I hope you can understand, because your boy Show been playing Red Dead, and I mean, it's been life. I mean, Red Dead for your boy Show has been life for about 2 good weeks, huh? It's been nothing but life for your boy Show. Nothing but life. Even my wife was sitting here like, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? I'm in the house and everything. She coming down. She's like, babe, you want something to eat? I'm sitting here talking like Arthur. I'm like, all right. I hit her with that Arthur. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, let me get on down there. You know what I'm saying? It's been nothing but life for me. And, you know, I beat the game. I have a lot to say about this game. I have a lot to say about Red Dead Redemption. But before I get into any of that, you know what I'm saying? Let me see who all I got in here, man. What's up with you? C-Tech, how you doing? Other Sync? How y'all doing, man? And, man, God Goku. I don't know how you say Manjin, God Goku. I hope I said your name right. Playing Red Dead at the moment. The ending was intense. Yes, I'm not going to give it away because I know I got some people, the thumbs just ain't quite working quite right. So I don't want to give it away. But the ending was nice. The ending was so intense. My goodness, the ending was good. My ninja. What's good with you? Sean, how you doing, bro? Man, I mean, like I said, I had to get in here, man, and just bust my gun just a little bit, man. Y'all know how it is. It's time to bust my gun once again. Cause there's a lot going on. But let me hit him. Let me hit him with the gun. It's time for Show to bust his gun. Huh? I got a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about. And it's time for me to bust my gun. There's a lot going on in this dang on Twitter streets. But we gonna get into that. We gonna definitely get into that. Big up Show. What's good, man? How you doing, Johnny? What's up, man? Rohan Star 58. How you doing, man? Oh man, who's that? Kranos Reborn 1. How you doing, bro? Man, yeah, but let me get into this, man. Let me get into this Red Dead before I get into the XO. Red Dead is definitely my game of the year so far. It don't ruin a lot of things for me. I mean, everything in this game was just beautifully thought out and well put together. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, ain't no game perfect. You know, I don't think I have not played a perfect game. But dang it, this is close to it. I mean, good night is close to it. I mean, from the fact that you have to, you know, clean your horse and feed your horse and bond with your horse. You know, they thought out that process and how you connect with your horse very well and how y'all interact. The fact that you gotta bathe and clean yourself. If not, if you sit here and put the thing on, you see the stench from your body radiating from you not bathing. And they thought of everything in this game. You hear me? I mean, this game is sick. From how the animals interact with you, from the world itself and how it interact with you, how robbers and thieves and everybody interact. It was just beautifully plot and beautifully put out. And I'm telling you, this is definitely, for me, your boy show, game of the year, hands down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no knock to no other games. And I keep trying to tell everybody, God of War is a different game than this. It's very different. You know what I'm saying? I mean, very different. God of War, you can probably pretty much kind of coast your way through that game. This game here is a grind. You know what I'm saying? It's a big grind. Not to say that God of War ain't great, but you can smash it, you know, hit a button here and there, and you can get through that trash real easy. Crisp like, you know what I'm saying? And you can fumble your way through that game. But this here, oh my God. Huh? This a head scratcher here. You gonna, you know, if you don't do things quite right, you know, you're gonna find yourself sitting here saying, you know what, I'm putting this trash down. So I love this game, man. I love the challenges that's in this game. The way you hunt. Not only that, man, the bar and how you interact with people in the bar. Just how the open worldness of this game is, dang it, my God, it's nice. It said Red Dead looked like a true next gen game. It do. I mean, just everything about the game. I mean, I'm just talking about everything in general. I mean, I done ran into some incest brother and sister and junk. You know, I put that up on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? They was all in there inviting me in the house and everything. It was freakish. You're like, going on upstairs, buddy. You know what I'm saying? I go in, she got her bosoms a little bit exposed. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here like, what kind of freak stuff going on in there? You know what I'm saying? Then she come back, she feeding this nigga and everything. I'm like, man, it's weird. And they talking about how they brothers and sisters, man, they had skulls of their parents and stuff all in the cupboards. Man, this game was beautifully thought out, man. I mean, God, this game was thought out. That's a side mission. For those, you know, I ain't giving away nothing in the story. But that's a side mission. And oh my God, man, it's just, they thought of everything in this game. And by me completing it, and like I said, I don't want to give away too much because I know some people don't like spoilers. But my God, they thought of everything. And the roller coaster you go on with my man Arthur. You know what I'm saying? Arthur is my dude. I mean, God. I can't give it away, man. I can't give it away. But just know, you know what I'm saying? You go, you know what I'm saying, from how the crew is and the plot with the crew and how that all take place and take a shape and turn. I mean, it go left quick. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I mean, it's game of the year, man. The stuff that they put into this game, man, is definitely game of the year for sure. Like I said, no knock to no other game. No knock to no other franchises on any other different platform. Like I said, one of my favorite franchises is God of War. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it ain't messing with this. I'm sorry, I got to go Stephen A. Nah. You know what I'm saying? This is just like the Michael Jordan and LeBron comparison. You know what I'm saying? They both great, but one just got the hang of it. Huh? And that's all I'm gonna say on that, man. It's a difference from AAA and faux AAA. You know what I'm saying? That faux quadruples. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference. And when they went 4A's on this bad baby. You know what I'm saying? And my God, man, this game is definitely something different. So yeah, your boy Show really loving Red Dead. He's really enjoyed the game, the story campaign. I went through that bad baby. I had took some time off, and I just wanted to, like I said, it was life for your boy Show for a while until I completed. Now I'm just doing like the hunting stuff, the legendary animals, and finding little things that, you know, I didn't quite find in the game right now, but I'm still playing it, and it's still bringing me back to it and wanting me to, you know, gravitate me back to the game. And even though I beat it, it's a lot more I got to do. And it just made it so realistic from, you know, at one point you got to build your house and, you know, it's a lot you got to do. I'm just going to tell you that, man. It's a lot you got to do in this game. And they made it so realistic, man. And I enjoyed it. It's not a cinematic movie. You know, a lot of these games that's been coming out take the controls out your hand, and it's more of a cinematic movie, and it's just a playthrough. This here was like, man, it was a game. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna sit here and say, that it was a game. So we're gonna leave it at that, man. But let's move on. How y'all doing? How y'all like Red Dead? I just want to see. Let me go down here in this comments to see how y'all enjoyed Red Dead. So let me see what's going on in here. It said Red Dead slight beat out The Witcher for me. for my game of the gen. You know, I got it kind of even. C-Tech, man, I got it kind of even with The Witcher, but I gotta play The Witcher again. You know what I'm saying? I beat The Witcher a while back, but I gotta refresh myself with what I loved, really loved about that game. It's easy to sit here and say this one because I'm playing it now. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta go back and replay that game again and just refresh myself on everything before I can sit here and say that. But it is up there. It's right there. You know what I'm saying? They neck and neck. One might be a little bit above the other. And right now I'm going to say Red Dead 2 because it's fresh right now. You know, game of the year, definitely. Let me see. It says first AAA. Oh, yeah. I still playing it. It's like a good book. I don't want to rush it. Yeah. And like I said, I don't want to give nothing away to neither, Reborn. I don't want to give nothing away at all, bro. The game is nice, man. So if y'all loving it, we're going to leave it at that. Punch that pony out. Oh, man. Ghost Rider. What's up, Ghost Rider? I ain't see you in there, bro. I was still too busy busting my gun about Red Dead. He said, I had to go back to Red Dead years for... Yeah, had to get it. I was 2 hours in and I started overnight. Tonight, yeah, start over tonight. That's cool, man. Other Sync, man, I'm telling you, once you get past the game, it's kind of like the first 2 chapters was kind of like it's like a rehearsal for real. It's like getting you used to the mechanics and everything like that. Midway into chapter 3 is when it start picking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll do a few missions into chapter 3 and then it start picking up from there. It start getting intense. From the midway from chapter 3 on, it's fire. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. From mid chapter 3, mid through chapter 3 on, it's fire. You know, and that's all I'm gonna say on that, bro. My goodness. But yeah, so. Yeah, I gotta play The Witcher 3 over again. Red Dead is on a different level from everything. Yeah, Red Dead definitely, witness the truth. Red Dead definitely is on another level. I mean, everything they put in the game, you know, and I'm just talking from a gamer standpoint. I ain't, you know, from a fan or nothing like that. I'm just from what I like, me personally as a gamer. It just did everything from me, from the way the sounds and how you hear the wolves when they coming from. I mean, just everything. You know what I'm saying? From the horse and how the horse interacted. If you ever rode a horse, you know that, you know what I'm saying, what I'm talking about, because you know you have to pull a certain way, you have to do certain things with a horse, or the head gonna jerk a certain way. The natural movement of a horse. You know what I'm saying? When you pull the reins a certain way and how they, you know, buck against you and do all that little horse sound. You know how these ponies act. You know, they do all that trash. You know what I'm saying? They're going to buck. But, you know, and then when you wear it down and it get tired of you from beating on it, it'll kick you off of it. You know, it's just everything, man. I mean, God, man, they thought of everything. I mean, I could see it took them this long because of how in-depth they got with this game. And like I said, it's different. This game is just different. It messed up a lot of games for me because now I'm looking for this level of quality from a lot of games. And I know I ain't going to get that from everything, but, you know, I got to take each game for what it is. And you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's going to be an interesting year, man. It's very interesting. We're going to see who get game of the year. But for me, my vote, regardless if it wins or not, is Red Dead. I got to go with it, man. They did their thing. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying they did they thing in this game, bro. This game was sick. But yeah, so but let's get on to the XO stuff, man. You know, I don't want to give too much away from Red Dead, but just know that show's game of the year right now. And I don't play everything, a little bit of everything, man. You know, for all the Assassin's Creed and, you know, Tomb Raiders and everything. So I mean, this was just different, man. It was just big time different for me. Was a little better. I kind of adapted to the map, Mr. Glass. The map was cool for me. It was all right. You seen the ghost train? No, I ain't see the ghost train yet. I ain't get there yet, man. It's a lot of stuff that I gotta do. Nope, didn't see it. I also heard it's a train that's over a cliff somewhere that you can go get loot out, a money train. So I'm gonna have to find that too, man. It's a lot of stuff they threw in this game that they didn't talk about, that you just discover as you know what I'm saying, as you travel on, man. And it's like just wow, like some of the houses and you know what I'm saying that you raid and you know stuff like that. You start finding these weirdos, man, and it's just a lot they put in the game. So, but let's get into XO just happened this weekend, y'all. XO just happened this weekend. And I'm going to be honest. I'm 50-50 with that show. It's some things I'm happy about. Some things I was like, you can keep that trash. Why? But the things that I was happy about, I was happy with Crackdown. You know, there was a lot of hate on Crackdown before this game was even able to give legs. You had people attacking this game, saying it was dead. Microsoft, what are they doing? You know what I'm saying? They tried to do something too much. You know, it was a whole lot of just mouths on this game. You know what I'm saying? And on the multiplayer aspect. And then they was trying to make it, you know, even though Microsoft distinctly said that it's going to be two different things. It's going to be the multiplayer where the destructible environments was going to be. And, you know, then you have the game. And, you know, they was thinking it was going to be in the game too. And it was like a lot that people were attacking this game on. They kind of tried to kill it before it even grew legs. And when Microsoft showed it at XO, I was sitting here like, they pulled it off. And oh my God, it was flawless. You know what I'm saying? It looked nice to show. You know what I'm saying? It looked nice to show. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at it. So, you know, you got people complaining about it being 5 versus 5. You know, and they 5 versus 5, that's it. Oh, the map gotta be short, slow, and little map and all this. You know how they go. And then I sit here and I say, okay, Titanfall was 5 versus 5. Nobody could really complain about that. You know what I'm saying? They tried, but then, you know, they realized that the game was still fun anyway. And then you had Destiny. Destiny was 5 versus 5. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get the whole concept of that. You know, like Microsoft could change it. Let's see if the game fun first. Let's see if the multiplayer fun first. And if it is, I'm pretty sure Microsoft will change it and add more possibly later or something like that. You know what I mean? But right now, 5 versus 5 seem to be cool. You know, and I'm just saying that to be just on the real. That's just some things I think Ponies is sitting here saying because they have to save face because, you know, they was hating on this game. You know, let's be real. They was hating on this game. This was not achievable. Everything destructible. 100% destructible environment. You know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden, it's a change. They achieved it. And I said, if they achieve that and it's flawless, then the game was well worth the wait. That's what Show said. And they achieved it. And I sit here and say this again. It was well worth the wait. I'd rather them get it right than put out a half game that's not right. And then the game dies because it's not what everybody expected it to be. So now everybody know the multiplayer going to have destructible environments. People going to try that trash out. And then not only that, it's on Game Pass. No, first Destiny was 5 versus 5. You know what I'm saying? Destiny 1 was 5 versus 5. I think Destiny 2 might have pushed it up to 6 versus 6, but it was 5 versus 5. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the last Crackdown had, yeah. So, you know, it was just, and what's good with you, L Boogie, man? How you feeling, bro? Yeah. No, if you say so. Well, still, it was one more player. We gonna complain about one more player? You know what I'm saying? Titanfall was 5 versus 5. Nobody complained about that. And they added later, you know what I'm saying, more. So I'm pretty sure Microsoft can add more later. And that's basically my point. It don't matter how many it was. At the end of the day, it was 4 versus 4 at first on Destiny 2. Okay, see, now you see what I'm talking about? That's basically the same thing I'm saying, L Boogie. Is that it might start right here, but then when they figure out things and they figure, okay, people want more, they're going to add more. That's basically what I'm saying. But the cloud destruction, though. You know what I'm saying? The destructible environments, but none of that stuff was going on in Destiny. You know what I'm saying? It was just pretty much just a shooter. You know what I'm saying? So if you got all this plus destructible environments, bro, you know, I think they're going to kick back on it until they know that they can get that to run buttery smooth with a lot of people on their servers. And then once they figure out all that, then they start adding more people. Some things come in progression. It don't come full at once. You know, it might get all the way up to 20 versus 20. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we just got to just take the 5 versus 5, and it grows from there. You know, this is the first time they putting something like this out. And, you know, we're going to see how that works. And I think 5 versus 5 is cool right now. You know? Crackdown 3 notes. Oh. Story is 10 years after. Okay. Most dead. The cloud tech, right? You see what I'm talking about? Who is this? Alex? You like you said, that cloud tech took a lot of time to get it right, man. And if it took them that long to get 5 versus 5 running something, it's gonna take them a while to get people on playing it in bulk. You know how they gotta test all that trash and see what kind of problems they're gonna have and what problems they're gonna run into, and you know what I'm saying, fix that trash. So you know it's gonna be a lot that has to take place in order for that game, you know, to be out the way it should be. So yeah, I can't wait, man. No other 5 versus 5 cloud destruction, and that's true. There's no other game out there like that. I've seen people comparing it to Just Cause and some other games that had some type of destructible environments in it, but it wasn't 100% destructible. If Titanfall 3 could use, you know what? That would be cold too. I would love that, Mr. Glass, if Titanfall 3 used it. If they can use that, man, I mean, the Titans should have been knocking stuff down anyway. You know what I mean? I mean, they really should have, you know. So as powerful as them Titans is, and out in the world, you know, they shoot missiles and carrying on, and it ain't taking a chunk out the building. Just don't make sense. So if like I said, Microsoft pulled this off, they changed the game for a lot of multiplayer games, man. They don't change the game. I can see a lot of games taking advantage of that. Only thing is that you got different platforms, and it won't be right to do one for one and not the other. So we'll see how that works. But I can see them wanting to take advantage of it, though. But let me get back into the XO. Was happy about Crackdown. Let me see. Just Cause, I was happy about that. The studio acquired, I'm excited about that because that means more games in the future. I would like. My thing was, and I said this on BGST when they had brought the question to us, what do you want to see in XO? And now my thing was, I wanted to see something from, you know, a trailer, some artwork, something. You could have showed something to show that you got something in the works to get us excited about it, from all these studios that they have, you know, and they don't even have to be the new ones that they acquired, but something from somebody, you know what I'm saying? Could have showed at least 2 or 3 new games from some of the studios or somebody, you know, a trailer or something that they've been working on to get everybody excited about what's going on at Xbox. And that's where it fell short for me, for sure. You know, other than that, you know, it was like it was really showing off like where they're going with the Game Pass thing, and you know, they had ID at Xbox there, and they were showing a bunch of indies, and you know, I'm good. You know how I am with indies. I play them, but I don't play them like that. You know what I'm saying? I need to see them, but I don't want to see. If you're showing it here, you dang bet not show it at E3. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see not one indie up there. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna show it and you used it, you busted here. You know, E3 should be something totally different. He said, "Just Cause." Wow. Yeah, Mr. Glass, they was just comparing it to that, man. I don't see ponies clicking it up there, man. Like, this ain't the first time we seen the destructible environment stuff. Hey, man, they was going in, bro. But for me, it was the indies, and it was some dry spots in there. You know, they was talking about a lot of different little things. A lot of stuff we already knew that they was talking about, you know, with the keyboard and mouse. They went a little further with the keyboard and mouse with the lighting thing and everything. I think that's dope. You know, when somebody's is hurt, or you know what I'm saying, or something like that, it'll show red to show one of your teammates is hurt. You can go revive them. It's like a lot of little different stuff that keyboard and mouse is going to be able to indicate with the lights and everything like that. I think that's dope. But you know, they just, you know, and then they made a clear distinction that you know, if you own keyboard and mouse, you're gonna play against people with keyboard and mouse. So, you know, a lot of people was concerned about that. Phil even took responsibility for the Windows Store. That was all great stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was some great stuff in there that I sat here and said, you know what, that's great. That means, you know, they really taking gaming seriously on the Xbox platform. But like I said, I would like to see something from the studios. You know what I'm saying? I would, just for me. You know, I mean, I understand you purchased them, but I would like them to sit here and say that you can't tell me they ain't been working on something. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they could have showed something. You know what I'm saying? Would fix that problem. Titanfall 3 exclusive would fix that problem. I don't think they're gonna do that no more. I only wanted to see Halo or Gears, Forza DLC, save XO for me. You know, me, like I said, something to sit here and say, dang, this, you know, that it would have just put it over the top. It was just missing Microsoft Studios. The only thing they really showed was Crackdown 3 multiplayer, which was a big question mark for everybody. And that was, you know, they could have probably went a little longer with the Crackdown 3, you know what I'm saying, multiplayer, but it was great that they had it playable for those that was there at XO. So, you know, I've been hearing great things about it, so it's cool. Said ponies at the XO. Auto aim is trash. Yeah, no, what they was sitting here saying, you're not a gamer. To me, this is what they were saying to me, Alex. They saying I'm not a gamer because I had auto aim on, and they were sitting here trying to say it was the controls was bad on Red Dead because I had the auto aim on. So I took the auto aim off. Now don't get me wrong, the first clip wasn't all that hot because I was rushing to do it, but then the second clip I put up, they stayed away from that bad baby like it was the plague. You know what I'm saying? I just lined homeboy up, pop, took my time, lined the other one up, pop, took the time. You got time to shoot somebody. It ain't like they just, you know, blowing you out the water. You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy, man. They was going with that trash, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, ponies changed the narratives, man, very, very, very fast. So, yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about them. I don't understand why y'all think only PlayStation 4 fans are not Xbox fans ever. L Boogie, I'm not sitting here saying like don't get me wrong, y'all think the same way. Y'all think like I'm not a PlayStation fan because, you know, my preference is Xbox. You know, and I said this before too. I'm gonna say this. I think the gaming this generation has became complainers versus gamers. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people out here complaining about a lot of stuff that they ain't even put their mittens on and know or even tried it out to see if they really like something. They're just complaining about it. Oh, this is gonna be trash. Oh, this is gonna be trash. oh, this gonna be trash. And don't get me wrong, I indulge in it too, just to get a reaction. And when I'm doing it, I'm just joking. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, I love games, period. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I play the games that I love, and the ones I purchased, I beat everything that I don't play and I don't bought. You know what I'm saying? Every game that I invested my money into, I beat them. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can say. And I don't jump from game to game because it's a lot out there. I'll stay on one game until it's completed. Then I go to the next one. I stay on that one until it's completed. And that's just how I game. I don't just jump around. And then you never really complete nothing when you do that. So I remember I started off doing that, and I said I got to stop that trash. But we in a generation now, L Boogie, man, where people complaining so much, and it's like everybody's trying to find a one up on each other, that they're not really looking at the game. And I think people forgot what they like about games. We got people more into sales than into video games, and how many consoles you have. And I mean, I don't seen cats go weird with me, man. They don't got pie charts, all kind of little weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? And some of the stuff you have never seen me talk about sales. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, on a podcast, they talk about it. I'm either quiet or I sit here and say, you know what, that's great. I'm not engaged into it like a lot of others because it don't matter to me. It's not my pockets. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of just fall back on that. You know, but you know, you have people just, I mean, I don't see weird stuff. I mean, the detective work was just beautiful over the couple of weeks on Twitter with this dang on sales stuff. I mean, they don't went all in AMD and see how many things they Microsoft don't bought, and it was just a lot of all this detective work. I'm sitting here like, y'all got all this time to do that. You can't be playing these games on that console. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? You doing all this investigation. No way you beating any of them games. And I don't see none of them beat none of them neither. So, you know, that's why I don't get into the middle of that, man. Like I said, I stay in my lane, bro. He said, one man L Boogie has said, that's the best part of single player, aka one and dones. You complete and you move on. And that's true. You complete them and you move on. You know, some games you don't mind coming back to, like if it had a multiplayer element to it. You know what I'm saying? But every game don't need a multiplayer element to it. Now you got some good one and dones out there, but that's all they are. They one and dones. I hate that some of these games they are getting us to pay $60 for it, and they got like a 5-6 hour campaign. I think that's some trash. If your campaign is 5 or 6 hours, that's a $30 game. You know what I'm saying? That's just from me. You can't pass that off as a good game, and it's only 5 hours. Stop this trash. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's just your boy's show, man. The investigation, because they don't have day jobs and they don't play games. Hey, it's a lot of detective work out there, man. I'll be watching. I mean, the package they put together is clean. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, who thinks like this? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Just since I came back, I'm just really trying to get a feel of everything, and it's just, I don't know where we are as a community. You know what I'm saying? That we bash the games on both sides. Like, it's a lot of things. Like, I'll make fun of the ponies. My whole thing has been about their behavior and them. It's not so much Sony. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I grew up on Sony. I love Sony. I stated this 1,000 times over. They don't hear none of that trash. The only thing they hear is that I'm attacking them and their behavior. And I just find it funny. A lot of it is just weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear people talk about sales only in gaming. You don't hear that. Like, I'm an Android person. I'm not an Apple person. You know what I'm saying? I can care less what the heck a person is doing on an Apple phone. I just care about what I'm doing on my Galaxy Note. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I care about. But I don't care about anything else. That's just some hot garbage. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I'm not going into how many phones Apple done sold and all this little trash. You only hear about that weirdo stuff in gaming. And it's like, that is like beyond me. You know what I'm saying? You know, you talking about, you know, this and that, and that's a bragging right for gamers. Them is not your pockets. I treat both companies like I should treat both companies. If you got something I like, I'm gonna buy it. If you don't got something I don't like, if you got something that I don't like, I'm not gonna buy that trash. And this is point blank, man. I have a 10-slide PowerPoint presentation ready. Hey, they do got it, bro. They be sitting here, bro. Got they suit and ties on, man. Gamers don't came with they suit and ties on. Got they dang on mousse in their hair, slicked it back. You know what I'm saying? Don't trimmed up the beard. Came on out here and they talking and bragging about sales, man. I'm like, see, in this region, we're selling a lot. Over there in Canada and over there, we're selling plenty. I be like, who the heck care about this trash? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'm talking pie charts, everything, man. I mean, they even had a dude come on here and break a pie chart down. You hear me? I mean, this is how far we going with this trash, man. It is hot garbage, man. What are we today? Are we gamers or are we complainers? What are we today? You know what I'm saying? That's what I sit here and say, man. Y'all have yet. You can't even go on my channel, look through my archives. You have not seen one sales video from your boy's show. Not one. Now, like I said in podcasts, they bring this stuff up as a topic. I might interject here and there, but I'm really not engaged. Most of the time, I'm quiet. I don't say nothing. I don't brag. I don't do none of that trash because them is not my pockets. I'm not getting none of that money. Do you got a game I like? Sure. Do you got a product that I want? A controller? Something? Sure. All right, I'll get it. Headset, what do you got there? I'm into that. But how much money a company is making and all this little stuff and bragging about sitting here saying that makes your platform better than the other, all of that is subjective. It's basically by you and what you like. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you either an Android person or you're an Apple person. If you're an Apple person, you're going to sit here and say Apple is better than Android. If you're an Android person, you're going to say Android is better than Apple because it gives you the freedom and you can do what you want. You ain't got to deal with the nonsense of the operating system that Apple has. That's a headache to kind of dance around. Android phones, they give you the freedom to do what the heck you want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I like Android. You see what I'm saying? Phones over the Apple phone. I like the freedom that I have in the phone. You know what I'm saying? And you can't download nothing. You everything gotta be built on their dang on operating system, and it's just a headache. You know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of people. You got millions of people buying Apple. You know? Xbox fans were bragging about Microsoft money. Now it started off with here. Let me give you a history, L Boogie. From my experiences, like your experiences, that could be true, and I'm not saying you wrong. I'm just saying by your experience, that could be true. You know what I'm saying? But from my experience, this whole thing started with the hate that Microsoft. Like I said, I walked into to GameStop when I was purchasing my Xbox One. I looked and I just seen just the trailer of what the Xbox One was going to be. You know what I'm saying? I looked at the little reveal and everything like that, and you know I seen the aftermath a little bit of that, but you know I ain't pay that trash no attention because I know Microsoft will change things in a minute, so I ain't really care about it. I went into GameStop and I went to go put my money down on my Xbox One, and the guy at GameStop was like, "You don't want to buy an Xbox One." I said, why? Man, they trying to control you. You gotta always be online. You gotta always, you know, he going through the thing for me. I told him, bro, I know all about all that. Don't worry about it. This is what I want. You shouldn't want that, bro. I mean, listen, this is what you should want. And that's been the pattern for Sony dudes this whole console generation. They trying to tell you what you ought to like. When I don't like that trash, I didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? I was going to get it eventually, but I just didn't want it as a day one purchase. You know what I'm saying? So I said, now I get most of my my exclusives from them and most of my third party, I always played on Xbox, regardless of what. I always did it that way. And so when he was trying to tell me what I ought to like, I'm sitting here and like, let me go investigate this trash a little bit more. So I started investigating it, and you know what I'm saying. And then I found Next Gen, and then me and him got cool, and we start talking, and you know what I'm saying. That's been the pattern, and this still been today. That's still been the pattern for me. That you have ponies try to tell you what you ought to like, as if what you like is something wrong with what you like. I like Xbox more than I like PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with PlayStation. I just use PlayStation for the exclusives, and that's it. I don't play on it like a whole bunch. My brother, he's a PlayStation dude through and through. My baby brother. He's nothing but PlayStation. He'll play the exclusives on the Xbox. He opposite to me. But when we grew up, we had both platforms anyway. I was more of a Dreamcast person than I was more of a Sony person, but I had both to play on. I always had both. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, to me, it just seemed like, you know, it's just a reach. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody tried to tell you what you ought to like is just beyond me. You can't tell me what's hot. I know what I like, you know what you like, and we gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. We all ain't robots. We all ain't gonna like the same thing. Correct. PowerPoint, Sony, help meetings. You know what I'm saying? We all ain't gonna like the same thing. Hopefully that makes sense, man. Listening to K Mega podcast. Hopefully that made sense, L Boogie, man. And like I said, that might be true from your standpoint, bro. I'm not sitting here saying that, you know, it's some enthusiasts on the Xbox side that does the same thing as the enthusiasts on the Sony side. And they go and they look up all this little trash. And like I said, I'm just not into that, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you got something hot, I like it. If you don't, fine. You know what I'm saying? I move on. Consoles, PCs, and phones. Cypher man, what's good, bro? You know, I just think we got to realize who we are now, man. And, you know, I think nowadays gamers don't even know what they like. We don't complain about so much. I don't even think y'all know everybody know what they like anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't see, man, listen, I got into a confrontation yesterday with a cat, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to drop his name or nothing like that, but the guy came at me about the crackdown situation. You know what I'm saying? And was, you know, telling me to get the blank out of here and all this little stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I sat here and I just told him, like, you ain't even played the game and you complaining about 5 versus 5. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. And I hit him back with a joke. You know, I had the Nino Brown when he told G Money to sit his butt down. You know what I'm saying? He held the before he make change. I had that, but it says sit your pony blank down. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and everything like that. Funny stuff. You know what I'm saying? Dude got weird on me, man. You know what I'm saying? He started dropping my government. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody sit here and call me by my name, my first name and nothing like that. They don't call me Delando. They call me Show. You know what I'm saying? Even people that I've been tight with, like Zaire, he might call me D. You know what I'm saying? Or Coach D at times, or whatever the case may be, in a joking manner. But at the typical point, he always use Show. You know what I'm saying? Or Showstopper. You know what I'm saying? Or he'll shorten it up and say Show. And he called me and him cool. You know what I'm saying? Tim, Crap, Bone, everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know, they know me as Show. I'm like, since when did we drop? You know, I said, why in the world you using my first name and stuff for it, dude? What's that trait? He deleted the tweet that he had. Then he gonna write back to me and say, cause you a fiend. What the heck? I said, bro, I said, first of all, that's weird what you're doing, and your reasoning is even more weird. You know what I'm saying? And then he get mad and went on this whole rant and went away from the conversation with me. Instead of talking to me, he posted a whole bunch of stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I went over there, I said, you know what, man, I just gotta block you, bro. You just gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Show is your government name. Nah, man, they was using my government. You know what I'm saying? They was sitting here throwing it out there, man. Ponies is crazy. I'm sitting here like, man, it should never get to that point. And then the funny thing is, I don't even know this person. That's the scary thing. It's like, I could see if I knew him, like if that was somebody like Crap or Zaire might have did that trash, or people that I'm kind of cool with, you know what I'm saying, did it, I would have been like, you know what I'm saying? But this a person I don't know at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't even know. You just hopped in a conversation and just started going all off. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, whoa. I don't know you like that for you to be using my government out here, dude. You know what I'm saying? What the heck? Police is weird. You know, I already had the dude, you know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all, man. This is why I don't go with that trash, man. You know what I'm saying? This dude was using my government too. So it brings back flashes for your boy show. You know what I'm saying? It brings back flashes for your boy show, boy. And like I said, I can't do that trash. Let me see. No, that's
what do you do?
This is here.
You think this is a game showstopper? AKA Delando Little.
See how I use my government?
Coach D.
Coach D.
It's not. Shut it down now.
So, I don't know.
You can't stop the Who Clickers. Do the right thing. I'm not joking.
So I don't know if it's that dude. I don't know who this person is using my government. You know what I'm saying? So when you have something like this happen, you know what I'm saying? And then the hell he took me through with calling my job and, you know what I'm saying? And sitting here saying I was molesting kids when he know I work in a hospital. You know what I'm saying? I work at the children's hospital with that. You know what I'm saying? So you doing all this weird stuff. Then a person drop your government and then you sit here, I'll check you about it. You know what I'm saying? Then you want to sit here and act like I'm the one weird. No, I know how far y'all go with this trash. You know what I'm saying? Pose, what's that? PTSD. What is that? You're going to have to spell that one out for me. Say Showstopper have PTSD. I don't want to go there, man. X, no. Don't use my government. I don't want no pony using my government. He got mad because G checked him about going into profiles to check my stats. Yeah, I'm stressed out, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm pony stressed. You gotta change that for pony. You know what I'm saying? That P for pony. These dudes don't get weird on your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, weird. You know what I mean? I ain't never seen no crazy stuff like that. You see what I'm talking about? C-Tech, you said you don't even know what state I live in. That dude knew I coached football. That dude knew, you know what I'm saying, a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know how he found all that out. So me personally, I never put my government out there. I could see like Zaire, he always put his government out there. People call him more Zaire than they use his gamer tag name, which is Next Gen. They just call him Zaire. He put it out there like that, man. Yeah, you gotta put that pony there, man. And how are you? Ice Queen Gaming, I'm fine. I'm very fine. You know what I mean? But it's just, like I said, it's just a lot of weird stuff going on. And this is why I don't go hard and I don't come and I don't get into every battle, because I know once I get the best of them, they go to this weird avenue, man, and they start doing weird stuff, man, and it's just weird. So this is why I kind of engage with the ones that I do know, the ponies that I do know, you know, like a man, Porter Rock, I engage with Kratos, you know what I'm saying, Zobi, he ain't a pony, but, you know, Zobi, I interact with him, I interact with, it's a lot of them, man. Verdict, you know what I'm saying, a whole lot of guys that's on the Sony side that I know that's cool, that I talk to on a regular, you know what I'm saying, but the rest of them, I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying, I don't do y'all because y'all don't, you know what I'm saying, y'all mental, a lot of y'all mental is off, you know what I'm saying, and y'all don't know how to separate something that's funny from something that's creepy, you know what I'm saying, that's just from your boy show, man, these dudes get weird, you know what I'm saying. I mean, goodness, bro. I had a dude threaten to come to my state and put paws on me. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God, boy, what the heck? It's just, they just get weird on you, man. I said, hoof stalkers. Hey, man, yeah, man. They stalking, bro. They stalking big time, bro. And like I said, man, it's just crazy. But, you know, that's why I don't go hard like I used to go hard, man. I kind of go in and out of it, man, because every time I go hard, you get a person very sensitive that'll go to these extreme measures to kind of just messes it up, man. It just messes it up, man. I mean, like I said, they was calling my job. You know what I'm saying? They sent threats there. You know what I'm saying? It was like a lot of everything, bro. And like I said, I had to leave for a little bit. So I have been messaging saying get over. Your husband passed away? Oh, I'm so sorry. Ice Queen Gaming. Man. Yeah, that's deep. You know, I don't know what I do. Yeah, my wife, something happened. Jeez. They was doing that too? I have been having messages on Twitter saying get over. Yeah, that's crazy. Man, I'm so sorry about that. Like I said, it's like yeah, that's crazy. And then he was only 37 years old. Wow. I'm so sorry. I know how I would feel. Can't nobody tell me what to get over. You know what I'm saying? I get over that when I'm ready to get over that. You know, a lot of people don't know. It's like losing part of you. You know what I'm saying? It's a person that been part of you for however many years y'all been married. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife been married for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a big part of me. You know what I'm saying? We kind of watched each other grow up. You know? Yeah, that's hard, bro. Wow, I'm so sorry. Sweetheart, I'm so sorry. Hey, my condolences for real. So I don't know what I do. I gotta call her Mrs. Show. Cause I ain't gonna put her name out there. I was married for 7 years, yeah, see? And me and my wife 2 decades, yeah. To be 2 decades actually, yeah, just passed. We just August just passed, so yeah. Wow. I would, man. But yeah, man, I'm a man. That's wow. But yeah, it's just like I said, a lot of weird stuff going. But I'm gonna leave that as that, man. I'm go ahead and get on out of here. I got like some podcasts I'm gonna do later on. Vader Gaming, he invited me on their show, and I think BGST is going to. So we got a lot to talk about. Y'all come and rock out with your boy show over there. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here, man. Hey, everybody just enjoy gaming, man. That's all I got, man. It's your boy show, and I'm out. Peace.